Pack your things. Your sister needs this house more than you do, my mother said, pushing my suitcase toward the door while I stood frozen. You'll be fine, my father added. My sister smirked. Not my problem. Then my phone buzzed. My name is Lauren Brooks. I'm 35 years old. I work as an accountant at a small firm, and my life has always been quiet, structured, and predictable. I've always been the one who followed rules, stayed calm, and carried responsibilities without complaining. Growing up, I was the one who helped with bills, who stayed home when things got hard, who made sure everything stayed stable. My younger sister Chloe was different. She was loud, confident, and always the one they praised. She could do no wrong in their eyes, no matter how many mistakes she made. I learned early that attention was not meant for me, so I stopped expecting it. Even when things felt unfair, I told myself to accept it. My parents would always say, "Lauren is strong, she can handle it." That sentence followed me everywhere. I wasn't rich or glamorous, but I had something they never noticed. I paid attention, I remembered everything, and I quietly built my own understanding of how people really were. If you've ever felt like the responsible one who gets ignored, subscribe. I know what it feels like to carry everything and still be overlooked. Have you ever been pushed aside in your own family? Share your story and click hype. It started when Chloe suddenly decided she needed to move back home. She had lost money again, something no one was surprised about. But this time my parents reacted immediately. They didn't ask questions, they didn't hesitate, they just decided she needed the house more than I did. I tried to explain that I had been contributing for years. I reminded them about the bills, the groceries, the repairs I had helped cover. My mother looked at me and said, "That doesn't mean this house belongs to you." My father barely looked up and said, "Your sister needs support right now, you're doing fine." That was it. No discussion, no plan for me, just a decision. Chloe stood there watching me pack. She smiled and said, "You always make things harder than they need to be." Later that night, during dinner, they told relatives I was being difficult. I tried to speak, but every time I opened my mouth, someone cut me off. "Lauren just doesn't understand," my mother said. I felt my voice disappear. I left quietly, carrying my bags into the cold night. The street was silent except for the distant sound of traffic. I sat on the curb, not knowing where to go. Then my phone rang from an unknown number. I stayed with a coworker for a few days. Her apartment smelled like fresh coffee and laundry detergent, a small comfort in a situation that felt unreal. I tried calling my parents, but they didn't answer. Later, I heard they were telling people I had left on my own, that I was being dramatic. Chloe even posted online, hinting that I had been difficult to live with. People started believing it. I could feel it in the way messages slowed down, in the way conversations changed. It hurt, but something inside me didn't break this time. It shifted. At work, I focused more. I stayed quiet, but I watched everything more carefully. Then, I started thinking about the finances. I had handled most of them for years. I knew where money went, how it moved, what was said about it. I started reviewing old records. Slowly, patterns appeared. Things I ignored before became clear. Transactions that didn't match. Payments that were never explained. Instead of reacting, I started documenting everything. Every detail, every inconsistency. My hurt turned into something else. Awareness. Control. I wasn't lost anymore. I was paying attention. What they didn't know was I had access to every financial detail they thought I forgot. I had managed accounts, tracked expenses, and organized everything for years. At first, it was just curiosity. Then it became something bigger. I saw how much I had contributed. I saw how money had been moved without explanation. I found records that showed Chloe taking funds while blaming others. I collected everything carefully. Bank statements, receipts, messages. I built a timeline that told the truth clearly. I even saved conversations where my parents admitted they relied on me financially. For the first time, I didn't feel emotional. I felt calm, focused, like I finally understood the full picture. I told myself I had a plan they never saw coming. I didn't rush. I didn't confront them. I waited. I organized every piece until it made sense. This wasn't about anger anymore. It was about clarity, and I knew the right moment would come. That's when I reached out to Mr. Bennett. He had been our family's lawyer for years. He always treated me with respect, even when others didn't. When I showed him the documents, he didn't interrupt. He just read carefully. The room was quiet except for the soft sound of papers turning. Finally, he looked up and said, "This is serious." He explained my rights and what the records meant legally. For the first time, someone was speaking to me like I mattered. Meanwhile, my parents acted like nothing had changed. Chloe moved in fully, acting like she had won something. Mr. Bennett arranged a meeting saying it was about family matters. They agreed quickly, thinking it would be simple. I agreed too. But I knew it wouldn't be simple, not this time. The meeting was held in his office. The air felt still, heavy with tension. My parents walked in casually. Chloe followed, confident as always. Mr. Bennett started by placing documents on the table. "We need to review some financial records," he said. I stayed quiet at first. Then I spoke, calm, clear. I explained every contribution I had made, every payment, every detail. When they tried to interrupt, he stopped them. "Let her finish," he said firmly. Then he showed the records. Numbers don't lie. Chloe tried to deny it, but the timestamps proved everything. I looked at them and said, "You chose her without knowing the truth." The room went silent. Their expressions changed slowly. Realization, regret. Mr. Bennett explained the legal consequences. Chloe stopped talking. My parents had nothing to say. The silence said everything. I didn't go back. I chose my own place, my own space, my own life. My parents tried to apologize later, but it felt too late. Chloe stayed quiet after that. The truth had changed everything. I focused on my work, my growth, my peace. I stopped looking for approval. I stopped waiting for fairness. I created it for myself. I realized something important. Strength is not loud. It's steady, it's quiet, and it waits until the right moment. They thought I would come back when they called. They didn't expect me to choose myself. If you've ever been pushed out or made to feel like you don't belong, I understand. Share your story in the comments. Subscribe if you believe your worth is yours alone. Click hype to help this reach others who need it. Your story has power. If you felt this, subscribe and share your journey. Every hype helps someone else feel seen. Thank you for being here.